Welcome to the recap of Pulp Cthulhu Blackheart Crucible, Session 7. First, let me thank host and player Juice at Master the Game, his partner in crime Paula at Awkwardly Nerdy, OSR guru Bill at RollStats, and the three co-conspirators Jason, Josh, and Isaiah. This session begins with Luther confronting General Pinochet. It escalates into the main event. Afterwards, the players make it to Valparaiso, Chile, and end up at a funeral home. Now here's Blake with an important PSA.
If you're a kid and you're watching this, turn it off. This is not acceptable for you.
So let's get ready to rumble.
Luther's entire demeanor sort of changes, right? Like, and you guys have known him, have seen him. His shoulders sort of square up, his posture straightens. He leans back in his chair, puts his hands behind his head like this, throws his feet up on the dice table, and looks at Pinochet. I know you're looking for answers, and I have some of them, but I don't have all of them. Let's just go with this, right? The man that you know, the Luther Steinmetz that you know no longer exists, right? That is persona non grata. I am now Luther Stiles, and there's a reason that I'm alive, and there's a reason that you're alive right now, and it is thanks to me. I want you to think long and hard about Manny, right? Yeah, your brother-in-law, Manolo Vasquez, Colonel Manolo Vasquez, he sold us all out. I'm telling you right now that Operation Colombo, Operation Intrusion, all of those it was a setup. It was NSA. It was deep cover. I'm telling you, it was a reverse sting. I'm not DEA. I know you know me as DEA, right? I'm ex-Mossad. They wanted Noriega. They weren't going to give up the canal. And let me tell you something, buddy, you backed the wrong horse. It's no coincidence that you lost power in 88 and Manny was taken out in 89. There was no way we were giving up the control of the canal to Noriega. So whatever it is that you got in your head right now, I'm telling you, the only reason that I'm alive and the only reason that you're alive is because your brother-in-law, like, he had some pretty weird tastes, and I got a couple floppy disks of him and some farm animals in compromising positions. It's the only reason he didn't roll on me and you, right? So we both owe him a favor. By the way, you should tell your sister to get tested for hoof and mouth, because, man, I'm telling you, there's some weird shit on those floppy disks, okay?
You see his demeanor, his face gets redder and redder as he stares at you. He reaches down for his cutlass and begins to draw it, and you see a figure step in front of him. You would know this person as General Francisco Franco.
Oh, yes!
Rears back and clocks you one.
Yeah, the chair goes tumbling over. You guys see these chips go flying everywhere. It's okay.
So as
100%.
you are on the ground, Pinochet steps in front of him and draws his cutlass. And at this point, you see a figure that looks like the captain, kind of like stepping. He's like, oh, let's calm down here. Let's cool our heads prevail. Let's settle this. Okay?
Captain Stubing, I thank you so much for intervening.
We will settle this like we settle everything on the high seas in the wrestling ring.
I'm going to get right up into Franco's face. Like, I'm going to be bumping chests with him and, sort of doing that stare down thing. Mm-hmm. And I just kind of do this. I got you tonight.
So he looks at you and his eyes flash. You can see like his third eyelid flash. And you see these yellow eyes look at you, and then he flashes again and they're back to his regular eyes.
Oh, shit. I think we might have a problem. Okay. Yeah, this is the fight of your life.
This is one-on-one, right?
No, that's the best. I didn't even tell you that's the best part. We're partners, man.
Someone who's never wrestled a day in their life.
But okay, I'm wiry, man. Like, I'm telling you, I could do this.
Now we got to get a mask. We have to. It doesn't have to be my mask. It could be just anything to hide my face. I don't want to. I like some anonymity when I'm out in public. So
So Luther drops trowel, pulls his underpants off, and hands you his underpants. Here you go. Here's your mask.
No, guys, whoa.
He's freshly clean. Tidy whities, and they are stained. Yes, sir. Luther hands Ethel the switchblade.
So Ethel's just gonna go to like one of the pillow cushions on like one of these things and just carve out like a rough outline of a mask.
It's got a zipper anyway, like that works.
Right. Right. Here you go. Just take the stuffing out.
Okay, I have a great idea, right? Like, what say you and I shove one of those trank darts down our shorts just in case, right?
No,
like,
I am not doing that.
Luther completely agrees. He's like, yeah, sure, of course we're not going to do that. And he takes a trank dart, turns away from Blake, and shoves a trank dart down his pants. Luther takes his underpants back from Blake and puts them on his own head and wears it as a mask.
Ethel's getting all dressed up like the coach, you know. She's getting the bucket of water and the towels and everything.
Lucky enough to have a couple of monsters on me. I also happen to have on me, happens to fall into the drink, some mixture of cocaine and PCP.
Luther grabs up all of the chips that he has and hands them off to Ethel and sort of just like whispers to her, okay, go trade these in for cash right now.
Are you planning on juicing those boys up some more?
They're going to be unable to feel anything by the time I am done.
I think maybe give Luther a double shot. Just give him Blake's share. Luther's gonna need that extra mile.
Yeah, if this doesn't blow up Luther's heart, he's pretty much bulletproof, I think.
Oh, by the way, I should state, Blake?
Yeah.
This will be broadcast live to everywhere in Latin America.
Are you for real?
That's what it says. Live Latin America.
I love it. I'm breaking into a new audience. This is great.
You're going to be a luchador.
Hell yeah!
Luther grabs the monster from Bonnie and he takes a drink and kind of swirls it around in his mouth and he chugs the whole monster and he looks at Blake and he chest bumps him. Yeah, let's do this.
Live from the Lido deck here on the Bella Princess is the main event. Here in this corner from Valparaiso, Chile, 5'10", 197 pounds, Augusto Muerte Valladore Pinochet, and his partner from the Kingdom of Spain, 5'8", 183.5 pounds, Francisco the Chupacabra Franco. And in this corner, weighing in at 278 pounds, 5 feet 11 3/4 inches, Blake the Blad Peeper James. And his tag team partner, weighing at 105 pounds, 6 feet 2 inches tall, Luther the Brown Racer Styles.
Are you in like your underwear, but you also have underwear on your head too?
Yes.
And
Yes.
socks, no boots or shoes.
Yeah. Luther looks over at Blake and he's like, I think we're gonna win, Blake. Blake, I think we're gonna win. We're gonna win, right? Like I think we're gonna win. What do we do? I think we're gonna win, man. Like really, I think we got a shot. We got a shot. Like we got a shot. Let's do this.
All right.
So I purposely keep my back to our opponents and I'm looking down at Ethel in our corner. I'm trying to listen and focus on the ring. Luther, stop. You're screwing my focus up.
This is not a timed event. Winner by knockout only.
Luther hears the bell and just immediately starts sprinting around the ring.
I've got black finger gloves, black trunks, black boots, and then this plaid couch cushion mask.
Luther, you see Pinochet go to like clothesline you. He kind of like telegraphs it.
Luther is going to try to go under his arm, but like hook his one arm up under his armpit and the other one and kind of like hold his, try to hold his arms back like this so Blake can kick him in the gut. You know what? I'm gonna push it. So I still fail.
You go to grab him. He underestimates how fast you are. As he goes to clothesline you, you just scoop right out of the way and go to grab him. And then he realizes what you're doing. He moves and gets behind you and boots you right in the ass. And you go head first into the corner of the ring. Bang! And you're seeing stars.
Nice.
Ethel's gonna slap Blake on the ass and say, "Go get him, honey."
Right. So seeing the really poor attempt at a full Nelson that didn't.
Oh yeah, that's what that's called.
I let go of the rope and I come at him and I try to do a bionic elbow, like a running Dusty Rhodes bionic elbow on top of the guy's head.
He's just kind of watching this, and then you come up and just club him right in the head. Yeah, he grabs the top of his head. He's like, ugh.
When he lowers his head, grabbing it, I want to turn it into a DDT, Jake the Snake style. So I like got it like this. It's like he's in front of me and he's bent over, and I'm like, woo! And I throw my body down and pulling his head into the mat.
So he like swings around and prevents this and kicks you like in the back of the knee. Feel your knee like buckle.
Yeah, I go down to one knee, like almost like a giant refusing to go all the way down to the mat.
So he reaches over and he tag teams Franco. So go ahead, Luther. As you
so Luther, his head hits the turnbuckle in the corner, and so then he just kind of does this for a couple seconds. He's like, like the whole that fake wrestling kind of like. And he looks up at Franco. Luther isn't even like, he sees Blake get kicked in the knee and realizes that he goes down. He takes a running dive,
human torpedo,
a shoulder right into his midsection.
As he is tagged and about to come in to take on Blake, you just come speeding down and like tackle him to the ground.
Yes. And then I look over at Blake and I'm like, what do I do now? What do I do now? What do I do now, Blake? What do I do now?
Here, come back to the corner and tag me in.
I tag Blake and then go to the corner and just kind of jog in place like I'm
and then I circle around and try to lock up with whoever the legal guy for the other team. I'll try to go for a collar and elbow. So I grab and I realized he's not doing it back. And so I'm like, screw it. And I try to just knock him out with a punch.
You nail him. You can see he's stunned. He just like staggers back and like he's up against the ropes, just kind of like was not expecting that.
Ethel's probably up on the edge of the ring and got like a cold towel on Luther's head.
You gotta cut me, Ethel. Cut me. I can't see. You gotta cut me.
You see on their side as Franco is knocked back and you see one of the people stand up and fold their chair and begin to walk over to the ring.
Luther shoves his hands down his pants, and he's like moving around and trying to find. He's trying to palm the trank. I'm gonna try sneak around behind Pinochet.
Doesn't seem to notice.
I'm gonna like pretend like I'm smacking him on the ass, like, "Hey, great job, Augie," and but really I trank him.
As you go to jab him, you realize that he knew you were there.
Okay.
And scoots out of the way, and you just miss him with it.
Damn it.
And as you do that, one of the people in their corner gets up, and you see them coming at you with a folding chair.
I'm gonna dodge.
Ethel's already got the steel bucket full of ice hurled in the air towards.
Okay, all right, I'll push. All right, I failed again.
As you swung and missed, and then you turned and you see this guy coming at you with a chair. You realize you've got the trank in your hand like this, and he smashes you with the chair. It goes right into Luther's chest. And you're just like, he sees stars and he just collapses to the ground.
Well, Luther's going to take a nap right now.
Bob is going to go ahead and toss the chair he was walking toward the ring with up to Blake. You know what to do.
Blake catches the chair. So I'm going to do the Van Terminator, which is Rob Van Dam throwing the chair up in the air, doing a jump, spinning heel kick into the guy's face with the chair.
I don't even know what you just said.
It makes an imprint on the chair as you smash him in the face.
And then in wrestling style, as he's there, can I just run and do like the clothesline to the point where he'll go over the top rope out of the ring?
Ethel's hucking the ice bucket and then climbing in the ring.
He is doused with a bunch of ice.
I threw the whole bucket at him.
Bonnie, hit my pyro!
Can I grab another bucket of water and pour it on Blake? And then as the oil rolls off his body, light that on fire?
What could possibly go wrong with this plan?
I want Blake on fire. He's hot.
Luther
Okay,
is
so-
literally passed out, and he's just dreaming of running through a field of poppies with his golden retriever Karen and snoring. So yeah,
Blake, you see Bonnie running up, about to throw a bucket of water on you.
This will help.
Whoa, that's cold! Woo! I'm a little hopped up on Monster. And then I run and I do my clothesline right after.
He manages to move out of the way just in time.
As I miss, I like kind of hang over the top rope for a second. So he's kind of got my backside at.
You see Franco flash his yellow eyes, and then he comes at you, and you see his razor sharp teeth. He goes to take a chunk out of you.
Oh shit.
He takes a chunk out of your right leg. You and Luther are now matching. I mean, you both have chunks missing out of your thigh.
That wasn't in the script.
Billy Bob is now furious. He's up on the side of the ring, hanging halfway over the top rope, screaming, "There's no biting in wrestling! It's an illegal move! Where's the freaking referee?" Billy Bob sees that. He's just going in the ring now.
Pinochet begins to enter the ring. He looks at his entourage. Two people get up, walk over, grab Luther, and he just kind of points like, "Take him away."
Oh, Ethel's jumping off the top ropes straight at those people grabbing Luther.
I imagine a giant grandma moo
full
Macho
eagle
Man.
going to clothesline both of the people grabbing Luther.
Did you spread your moo like a
Yeah.
Okay,
We're gonna flying squirrel these assholes.
They don't even realize you're coming because they're too busy trying to get Luther out of here, and you just tackle all of them to the ground.
I'm lighting all the oil that's everywhere on fire now. He said the pyro, I'm adding the pyro.
You're like, oh, that's not too bad, and then you realize you got bit in the thigh, and that's exposed, and that son of a bitch hurts because now it's on fire.
I'm on fire!
Franco coming over in a menacing way as he spits out the piece of Blake's thigh onto the ground.
I'm going to try to do some wrestling shit that I saw. I'm going to try to hook around his neck and DDT him onto the chair.
Yes!
That's a fail.
As you go to do this, he kind of swings around and grabs you by your belt and tosses you out of the ring. And as you try to grab on, the ring is, kind of wet because somebody threw some water in here, and you slip and fall onto the ground outside the ring.
She's gonna point at both of them and do one of these, and she's gonna be ready to strike whoever comes first. She's readying a roundhouse kick. She's got one leg behind her so she can swing it.
They both kind of just look at each other. Franco comes walking over.
Full-blown roundhouse kick.
Oh, he moves out of the way too late. Nail him, and he goes all the way back and hits the outside of the ring. Did not anticipate that. You also have these two other guys who get up, and they go to grab you.
No one grabs my grandmother and gets away with it.
I believe we're thinking the same thing, Bonnie.
One locks your arm, the other one's trying to grab you, and you're fighting them off.
I do a running suicide dive over the top rope, purposely corkscrew in the air, trying to get the fire to go out as I land.
You see this on fire. Runs and corkscrews off. The two guys who are grabbing you are like, holy shit, this guy's crazy. And they let go of you, and you move out of the way as Blake splats onto the ground. But he is still on fire.
Rolling.
I'm going to run and grab my shotgun and point it at the guys that are previously trying to grab Ethel and scream at the top of my lungs to get away from it.
Those two guys beat feet. They just, whatever they were supposed to do, whatever Franco or Pinochet asked them to do, they said, hell with this. And they start running, knocking people in the crowd over. Just a couple of the other in their entourage just leave their chairs and they start running into the crowd, hiding.
Hell yeah, about time I get some respect in this country.
We're in international waters, Billy.
Oh, well, about time I get some respect.
Ethel's gonna grab her 20-pound purse, do the strap to max length, and hook it around her hand and start getting ready to just hit Franco in the head with it like a flail.
He just ducks out of the way.
I'm going to sneak under the arena and look at where Pinochet's standing approximately when I last saw him. Then I'm going to fire a simple little burst of an MP5 right into his legs.
You shred his whole leg and his upper torso as he just kind of collapses to the ground, and he exposing his green scales, bleeding everywhere.
Why didn't I start with this? The MP5 seems to be my solution to every problem in life.
Franco, seeing this, sees what happens and looks around and starts to run for it.
Seeing the guy run, I don't care where he's running. I'm like, I have got to put this fire out. And I get up and sprint straight to wherever the pool is and do a cannonball. My mask comes off. I don't even realize it.
Ethel's going to try and do a move like in Kill Bill when the chick has the chain with the spinning top thing on it. And she's going to wind it up a few times and let it go at the back of his head as he's trying to run away.
Is this the purse that's 20 pounds?
Yeah.
He does not see that coming. You clock him in the back, and there's change. You can hear the change hit the chairs, go everywhere.
It's like Sonic, and when he gets hit and all the rings go everywhere.
He falls over, he staggers and gets up, and then tries to keep running.
I guess now that everybody knows that these are lizard men, I'm going to shoot the bastard.
Yeah, you catch most of his right arm, and now he reveals his reptilian scales, and he kind of like tries to cover it up as he's like staggering, like pushing chairs over.
It's the worst case of psoriasis I've ever seen in my life.
And Ethel's gonna pull out General Custer and give him a finishing off shot.
So you blast his left leg. There's like a big hole in it. And he staggers again and knocks over some chairs. He's still conscious. He's hissing at you now.
The one that's in the ring missing a leg. How's he looking?
He looks in bad shape. He'll probably bleed out.
I'm going to go up to him and try to administer first aid to stop him from bleeding out. I'm putting a tourniquet around it, up by the thigh, so he doesn't bleed out completely.
He might make it, at least for the next couple minutes.
Good. I put some aloe vera on his chest, and that fixed everything.
Yeah, I get out. My skin is really red. Some spots are a little blistered. I grab patio furniture things. I break a piece off so I have a pipe, and I run back in, and the first fucking lizard guy I see, baseball swing, pow!
So the first one that you notice looks like he's been shot twice. Puts up his arm barely, and you clock him, and he just kind of collapses to the ground.
Ref! That's a knockout!
He turns. Yeah, that's good. You hear ding, ding, ding. Luther, you wake up.
Oh, Karen, you wouldn't believe I had the fucking craziest dream. I was on a ship and he looks around and he's like, oh, fuck me, man. And he just like gets up and walks
And he
over
falls
to
off.
That's a nice dream,
And he
Luther.
falls off your forehead.
That's a nice dream, Luther, but I'm not Karen.
I continue to start wailing on the knocked out body of this guy, and I just don't stop for the next like 5 minutes.
I'm gonna pull Franco's belt off. Blake, man, he's dead. You won. You won, man. Look, Karen, you won. It's all you.
I take the belt. The other one also have a belt?
Yes.
All right, so I take that belt off, and the worst one I give back to Luther, and I say, "We're the tag champs of the cruise."
The captain comes over. Congratulations, we have a winner. And you hear the bell. Ding, 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 ding.
Ethel's got a broom and she's like sweeping up the change back into her purse.
So I was just gonna say, Luther looks around. A bunch of people you said ran away, right? Luther is looking for drinks and chips that are left on the table.
The captain puts his hand on his shoulder, which probably hurts because you were on fire.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Don't you want your prizes? Carton of milk. It's still cold. It's got like condensation on it.
I take the lid off and I start chugging it, and then I look at the camera that's been set on the side of the ring, and I got my milk mustache, and I'm like, got milk.
You realize as you're drinking it, it's got a lot of chunks in it, and then you read it's Drider milk.
Oh, it tastes
He's
terrible.
like, that's the best.
Luther looks into the camera really, really big, and he's like, the only thing better than winning the Latin American belt, and he kind of holds it up, is going to Disney World, and he reaches into the bag.
And you pull out a glowing purple crystal.
Awesome, Mom.
It's like the size of a softball.
I'm good with this. Fucking beautiful. Look at it. I've never seen a rock this big, guys. It's the biggest crystal meth rock. It's solid, guys. I can't.
He slowly turns it and shows it in the light, and it says Luther, the Brown Racer Styles tag team champion. Like,
Yes! And I turn it to show the camera.
so you pull out a big ring of keys to like offices or maybe like a university. You pull out this 7-foot long trophy. It says Tag Team Wrestling Championship. It's like trophy on trophy. It's just huge.
How do I get this shitty milk and you guys get all the cool shit?
Blake, here, you can have the trophy, Blake.
What the hell are you?
What do you want to know?
What's the whole deal with all you people here? These lizard people. What's going on? Is this some kind of alien convention or something?
We've been here for thousands of years. You're the intruders.
What's your goal? What's the plan?
Well, it's to get back what you took from us. Of course.
What did we take?
Everything.
After he finishes, Ethel will just give the revolver a slow...
Wait.
Hang
Before
on.
you do that, Luther leans down into his face and says, "Look, I don't really care what you know. You can say anything. You can talk. You can not. It doesn't really matter because I just fucking like this." And I pour the liquor over his open wound on his leg. And then I step back.
He seems to scream, but you notice he is fixated on your purple crystal. He just becomes mesmerized by it.
Oh.
And Ethel lets the gun.
Wait, yeah, Ethel.
This guy see that ring? Can I try it on, man? I think it might fit me.
Yeah.
Let him do it.
Sure. And Luther will hand him the ring.
Wow, can you feel that? And you see all like the hair on his arms stand up. It's like somebody just gave me a B12 shot or some shit. I am ready to go.
I want that ring back.
Man, where'd you get this? I want one. He pauses for a moment and then slowly takes the ring off, and he's like, if you come back later, yeah, you need to wear that shit.
Luther takes the ring back and he slides that motherfucker right onto his finger.
You start to hear those voices that you have heard at times a lot louder, and there's like a buzzing noise. Your mind is becoming complete chaos. Like,
Can I make out what they're saying at all, or no?
it's some weird language, distorted voices, and it's like 20 people in your head.
I pull the ring off and I hand it to Bonnie quickly, and I say to her, if I ever try to do that again, you know what to do with that MP5.
Okay, you open the door and a bunch of bugs kind of fly past you. They look like flying earwigs.
Get him out of my hair! Get him out of my hair!
Luther, you never took the underwear off.
You were right. Saved again by the brown streak.
The two individuals that came out to greet that person are lying on the floor.
Oh man, they're full of bugs. I guarantee you, if you go up and kick them, they're gonna pop like a balloon, and like just guts and bugs are coming out.
They look like they're bloating.
Oh yeah, they're about to burst. It's gonna blow. I'm telling you, it's gonna blow. They're gonna blow. I gotta go.
Ethel's probably heading for the back of the building to make sure no one's trying to get out the back.
Yeah, I'm going deeper in the building as well.
Luther, let's distract the police. Let's ask them like directions for the local wrestling hall.
Tell Enrique to blast our theme song, Eye of the Tiger.
Yeah, a
There's
couple
like
of the police officers come over, and they recognize you two, and they start wanting pictures and autographs.
I am going to look around the room and see if I see anything. If I don't, I will approach the casket.
You hear a popping noise, and you see all these bugs start to fill up the hearse. Bonnie and Ethel, you hear two popping noises outside, and then one directly in front of you as this room begins to fill with bugs.
I'm coming to a town near you soon. Buy my merch.